have a room here with a pipe in it. One half of the pipe has been cut off and there's a bend in the pipe. What I'm going to do is create some particle systems to go through the pipe, and underneath there'll be a fire and will represent the particles getting heated up as they go through the pipe. So I'm now adding a fire particle system from the asset pack, which you can download and install. I just choose add to scene, and then I can position it where I want in the scene. I'm going to make some adjustments to the properties so that the fire looks how I want it to. Just changing its position again. And now I'm going to create another particle system from within Visionary Render. So it's created with the default properties. If I enable the helpers, I can see the shape of the particle system and where it is easier. Again, I then need to go into the properties and make changes to things such as particle size, speed of the particles, and how many particles are emitted. Once you've done that, you can then position the particle system where you want it to be again. So the final adjustment I'll make here is lifetime of each particle. I want it to go just to the bend, so I'll check in a second to make sure it's not going through the pipe, and if it does, I just reduce the lifetime again. So now we've got to make sure that those particles go around the bend. A couple of ways to do that. Here you can see I'm adjusting the force. If I were to do that, I would then have to increase the speed of the particles. That would work well if you were doing something such as a fountain, the water going up and then back down at the top. The easiest solution in this case, because there's just one bend, is just to copy and paste that particle system. Move the second one to where the bend is. So particle systems are often used for smoke, snow, fire, etc. But you can add a texture to make them look like anything, either rocks, stones. We've used bubbles and fish in fish tanks. So you can put a main texture in one of the fields here, or you can put a tile of textures. So there's a number of textures, images on the one texture, and you can animate that so it runs through, just like flicking through a book of images. There you can see how the fire is created. But we're going to use gradients. The first one will go from blue to represent cold going to yellow, and then the second set of particles will go from yellow to red. You can have a range of colours on these gradients. They're often used to put on terrain to show height. Once you've created them, they're really easy to assign within the properties of the particle systems. So once I've done that, I can disable the helpers, turn the menus off and admire my work. Although it looks like I need to adjust one more thing, and that's the blend mode in the particle properties, because those don't look very solid there. And they've lost a bit of the colour because of that.